Wonderfully struck through the gap. The form is flowing with this boy. Timed well enough to reach the boundary. So the first four, he gets off the mark in superb fashion through the covers.
He just has all the shots, Maaz Sadakat. His repertoire keeps on growing. Slightly overpitched. A classical cover drive. Piercing that infield and racing away to the boundary. What a start for him. Hoiksett in the air. Two fielders converging. You. In the end, nobody.
Exactly as you explained. They were both looking at each other to go under the ball, and this is what pressure has done to the teams in the previous game. And straight away the first ball in the air, and that confusion still looms. The teams change, but the attitude remains the same.
This was an opportunity. What a wicket this would have been, because Maaz Sadakat has taken the game away from every opposition. You can't afford to give him a lifeline like. Naeem crunches it into the barricades.
Yeah, this is not good bowling. Pitching it up into the slot, and this is what Naeem wants. Yeah, this time a cross-seamer and in the slot. No batter in the power play in a T20 format is going to spare this length. That is a loose delivery.
This is much better. Gave himself room along the carpet.
Much well thought out stroke this time. Creating his own length. Going away towards the leg side, and the bowler pitching it short. Had the room to free his arms and cut it through the inner ring on the offside. 4 good runs for Naeem and Pakistan.
Chance for a catch. The finger goes up. It was short and it was not so sweet for Mohammad Naeem. And Traveen Matthew has the last laugh. The Shaheens lose their first.
Well, this was always on the card, swinging everything towards the leg side. And in the end, soft dismissal, and something that he'll need to rectify soon. Again, his eyes were off the ball way too quickly. Just have a look at that neck spin around. Yeah, not on the impact. That is where you got to look as a batter. And jubilation for Sri Lanka as they break through. First wicket down for Pakistan, 30 after 3.4.
Ghazi. As Ratnayaka comes in for a second, he knew that Maaz Sadakat was stepping out. He thought he was being clever. But Maaz Sadakat is on a different level altogether.
Well, at the moment, it's whatever he touches turns to gold. Step down, the bowler, rightly so, bowled further away. Slowed it down as well, but even then he was able to get it away for a straight boundary. Yeah, he's a good player. Yes, he's done brilliantly, but of course the luck has been.
Again a slow delivery, picked up. There's a new satellite in the sky, courtesy Sadakat.
Once again, slow one, but in the slot, giving loads of room to the batter, who frees his arms and smashes it over mid-off. And have a look at this. Once again, change of pace, but not the ideal line and length. Maaz Sadakat is in too good a form to miss out on anything like this.
It stills in the air, and it's taken. Eventually well judged by Ramesh Mendis. And would you believe it, is the first time in this tournament that it's curtains on a Maaz Sadakat innings. He was playing with fire, and eventually the fires run out.
Well, it's the wrong idea. The ball is moving away, going away from the left-hander, and he tries to whip it from outside the off towards the onside when there's a long on in place. So that is a no-brainer. It's okay that you're lucky, but you're testing your luck again and again. Umpire is checking the no ball, but there's nothing wrong. Absolutely fine. Half and half, and a good take at long on. And yeah, when you are in such a good form, this is not the kind of shot that you go for. Wonderful take by the fielder as Maaz Sadakat is out on 23 for the first time, and Pakistan are 40 for 2.
Yeah, still checking whether it's a no ball or not. Just completing the formalities. Clear. Wonderfully judged catch by Ramesh.
Moving in the air.
Paik starts off with a huge 6. That's how you start an innings.
That's the kind of player he is. In his first 5 appearances, he scored 200s in the national championships. Strong lad. But then again, 1 or 2 hits ain't gonna do it. It has to be a bigger effort. But what a start. What an announcement of your arrival in a semi-final match.
I was just about to say, suddenly the Shaheens find 2.
47 for 2. Praveen Matthew into the attack. Paik. He smashed his first ball in the last over from Miran Ratnak for a maximum. The second delivery took a single. First ball of the 6th over trying to go over the maximum. He throws it away, and Praveen Matthew strikes for Sri Lanka.
Very first ball, he comes in to attack. Praveen Matthew gets a second. One shot too many for Mohammad Faik, who smashed a 6 in the previous over. This time around, not getting the distance. Sahana Rachige keeping his eye on the ball and taking it comfortably. This is a big blow. Mohammad Faik back in the dugout. Shaheens lose their third. Faik only contributing 7, Shaheens 47 for 3.
1 year ago in Oman, the Emerging Teams Asia Cup, Sri Lanka winning it by chasing 135. Very experienced there. Shot. Poor delivery down the leg side, drifting away when fine leg and square leg in the circle. That's a dangerous line to bowl. With that boundary, 50 up for Shaheens.
Now, well, Yasir Khan also comes with some solid reputation to his batting abilities. His 26 of 26 against India A was a brilliant innings, and now out in the middle.
In the captain, Irfan Khan.
He's not bowling, he's conducting a magic of mystery, and that is a big blow. Big wicket, nicely taken, never easy, but safely taken. We've been praising how good the catch has been taken by the Sri Lanka A, and one more in the process. Pumped up Sri Lanka A. Irfan Khan Niazi after making 6, Shaheens are...
Bouncer. Deep square leg fielder in place and takes a good one. Lassit Cruz Pulle sprinting in from deep square leg. Never easy diving forward. And Pramod Madushan take above. A good bouncer to dismiss Yasir.
Well, unnecessary, but you will ask. And boundaries have just not been coming. 6 deliveries since the last boundary's been hit. Yasir gets a short ball and tries to heave that. All he can do is send it into the hands of Cruz Pulle, who keeps his eyes on the ball. Brilliant catching there from Sri Lanka A. Pramod Madushan is rewarded for his brilliant bowling. Good line, good length. Yasir Khan has to walk back, scoring 6. Shaheens are 58 for 4.
Cheeky, effective, all the way for maximum. I mentioned the fact that Ghazi Gori will go after Ratnayaka, and he feels now is the time.
100 up for Shaheens. Ghazi Gori this time deciding to go after the bowler. We thought he's going to carry on playing that way and Masood will go after the bowlers, but Masood really not timing the ball. So Gori thought, let me do it for the team.
Deliveries. Again cheeky, just over the fielder's head at short third. It's good game sense from Ghazi Gori.
That was pressure on the bowler. The previous delivery hit for a 6. And the bowler is always under pressure in these overs. Short delivery outside the off stump. Didn't have to do much. Just open the face of the bat, play it over the fielder. That was a gift. And he knows it himself, the bowler.
Have been wonderful so far. This is going to be out. Straightforward decision. That was smashing into the middle stump. What a poor choice of a shot. When Ghazi has got going, Saad Masood, all he wanted to do should have been in there. Another single, let Ghazi face it.
One might say that Masood went with the turn. The question got to be asked, well, Lalag has bowled very well. Is this action needed, the risk needed? Well, Lalag has bowled well, just see him off and target the faster bowlers. You just can't keep away the pocket dynamite Dunit Vellalage. He strikes with Masood going back for 22. Shaheen's 109 for 6. Pull the 4 overs. Shot. Beautiful hit. That's power for you all along the ground.
Wonderful from Ghazi Gauri, making room and hitting it through the extra cover region, knowing where the fielders are, where the boundary riders are. Perfect placement and an excellent cricket stroke all along the carpet. Brilliant boundary this.
A lot to like about Ghazi Gauri. He has extra cover, he goes again. Pace on, and Aziz says thank you very much and pumps it over extra cover. And that too coming down the track, treating Sanket like a spinner.
Very handy runs for Pakistan. Another beautiful cricket shot. This time the batter Shahid Aziz just coming down the ground and placing it over extra cover. So 2 good cricket shots, both towards extra cover, one in the air, one along the carpet. Very useful.
Slugs it. And what a catch. San Arachige, you just can't keep him off the game for a long time. Runs with the bat in the previous game and takes a blinder take diving forward.
Once again, Madhushan in the attack and among wickets once more, doing what Sri Lanka wanted, picking up another wicket. Shahid Aziz this time looking to go big over mid-wicket, not timing it well enough, and a good catch running forward, taken low down by the fielder. Yeah, wonderfully held, good technique, falling on the abdomen and making sure that the jerk isn't going to take the ball out. Shahid Aziz gone for 7, Shaheen's he will.
Shot. He picked the bones out of that. Ahmed Danial, I did warn you folks that he can tonk the ball. Certainly he did in the last delivery.
Well, this was a power hit, no doubt about it. Ahmed Danial just striking one out of the park in his zone, and he went after it. Have a look at this. Wonderful striking.
Pure muscle. Good base and swinging down the line. Slower delivery, picks it up, long off fielder. Oh, valiant attempt, but palms it over. That is very unlucky. San Arachigi, who took a stunner in the previous over of Prabhumat Madhushan's bowling. This would have been easily the catch of the tournament, maybe catch of the year. But unlucky for Sri Lanka, Arachigi palms it over for a maximum.
Undoubtedly, this would have been quite a take. Not to be, in the end, another 6, important 6. So very crucial striking this from Ahmed Danial. Just have a look at this effort. Wow. Would have been a great grab. Not to be.
Don't like to criticize that much, but I got to point out that San Arachigi. Shot. What a shot, Danial. Under pressure. Scoops it over a shin-high full toss. With that 6, brings up the 154, the Shaheens.
Ahmed Danial, where have you been hiding? This talent of hitting 6s. Madhushan is not an easy bowler to get away. Just have a look at this. Ahmed Danial does the A.B. de Villiers, converts this Yorker length delivery into a 6 with the deep fine leg. Was
beaten and outside edge and given. Pramod Madhushan has the last laugh, pulled the length back. I thought Dani was trying to squeeze it past the third man for a boundary with third man in the circle. The outside edge and an easy catch to Nishan Madhuska.
Yeah, shouldn't have changed the strategy with so much muscle. He shouldn't be looking to go cute. Hit 3 beautiful sixes and in the end was out, caught behind in this fashion. Yeah, once again, batter falling to the cuteness. And Madhushan picking up another wicket. Ahmed Danial playing after a wonderful cameo, 22 of 8 he made.
Certainly goes for it. Slower delivery, no timing. And Milan Ratnayaka takes it easily. And that gives Pramod Madhushan, the experienced campaigner in the Sri Lankan A side, his 4th wicket.
Great bowling this, great presence of mind. The knuckle ball slowing down the ball in pace. And batter Ubaid Shah having no idea, goes for another swing, gets no timing on this one. Bottom of the bat and easily held at long on. Ratnayake, the fielder, completes a safe catch. Mas Sadakat, why is he upset? Ubaid Shah gone for naught. Shaheens 1-5, 1 for 9. Pakistan Shaheens were pulled back by the Sri Lankan bowlers. Some great bowling by Madhushan. He picks up 4 for 29 of his 4. And Ghazi Gauri, the standout batter for Pakistan Shaheens, 39 of 36.
Bowling for Sri Lanka A. 5 bowlers used. I thought Trevin Matthews was exceptional in the power play. 3 for 22. Ratnayaka good in patches, 1 for 40. Vellala, the captain, was excellent. 9.
For Pakistan, well, wickets are the only way forward. Vishan Lambage, 24 games, 584 runs, a very impressive strike rate of 165, 450s to his name, and he'll be looking to make amends. On the other end, his partner, change in the batting order was Pulle, 69 games, so plenty of experience, a strike rate of 132, 650, so very
Started off with a down the leg, wide given. Edged. And 4. Was on the shorter side. Outside the off stump. Rode on top of it, still getting that leading edge. Lucky.
short and wide, asking for trouble. He's got pace, so anything that is going to take the top edge is going to fly over the slips. So this is something that he needs to think about and then operate accordingly. Not the place to bowl. 4 easy runs for Sir.
And up in the air, will go all the way for maximum. Once again on the shorter side, giving enough room for Cruz Pulle to pull that one. Though he didn't middle it, but still he went hard at it.
Not on one occasion have we seen the captain go to the youngster and tell him not to bowl this length. This is a repeat of the ball 1. Every ball has been on the shorter side, and once again he pays the price for being short. Yes, you are quick, but this is not the place to bowl. Buck also going well.
Again shot, wide, punished, absolutely punished. This is poor stuff from Ubaid.
Absolutely, there is no other explanation of this sort of bowling. Short and wide, and
He needs some knowledge, not the area he needs to bowl at the moment, not defending a big target. Keeper. Picked away nicely, fielder at deep square leg, could watch that go sail over for maximum. 6 of the very first ball again.
brilliant stroke this. Great use of the wrist. Ball slanting in towards the middle and leg stump and picked up by Cruz Pulle. This certainly is working, this decision of sending him up, looking to go big, maximize the first 6 overs, and that's exactly what he has done. Wonderful stroke this. No chance for the fielder.
Sri Lankan flag flies high. Why not? They've got the start they need. Up and over. What a shot! It was 6 written all over it the moment it hit the bat. Oh, Cruz Pulle. Outstanding.
Beautifully struck over extra cover. Great cricket stroke that. Kruspulle, 27 of 6 already, is crushing the Pakistan bowlers. Playing with freedom, putting the ball over the rope for the third time inside 2 overs. And Shahid Aziz will have to rethink his strategy. At the moment, it's too simple, too easy for Kruspulle.
Slow delivery, well disguised, nicely taken. What a comeback from Shahid Aziz after being hit by 2 sixes. This is how you come back. Shaheen strike.
Yeah, very good change of pace that, and clearly the batter had no idea. He was into the shot lot before than the ball arrived, and in the end Ahmed Danial takes an excellent catch, running forward and diving in front. This is what Pakistan team would need. Another look at there at the wicket. Ahmed Danial coming forward, showing good presence of mind, good athleticism, and he's a fast bowler. So Sri Lanka lose their first at score of 29.
Kruspulle scored those 27 runs of just 7 balls before Shahid Aziz strikes. Inside edge, lucky for Halambage, unlucky for Ubaid, but Halambage will take it. He gets off the mark with a boundary.
Yeah, very fortunate for the batter Halambage. Inside edge could have easily gone onto the stumps, but goes to the boundary. Nothing that any fielder can do on this ball. This sort of a stroke is always lucrative for the back.
Pulled away. Oh, connection was sweet. The result even sweeter. Started off with a poor delivery. Shot onto the leg stump. Madushka says thank you.
Why not? He starts on the absolute opposite side of things. It's something that Pakistan Shaheens cannot afford. They need to be very accurate with their lines and length, and also need to pick up wickets. But this sort of bowling is easy pickings for Sri Lanka.
Huge shout given. Masood strikes for the Shaheens. That's the big wicket of Madushka. Trapped plumb in front.
Yeah, he's gone back to a ball which was full. And once it hit the pad, the umpire had no hesitation in judging it leg before wicket. Saad Masood picks up another wicket for Pakistan. So Pakistan sort of making a comeback, picking up the second wicket, as Sri Lanka now lose the second one for 45.
Nishan Madushka departs after scoring 6. Sri Lanka A 45 for 2.
Wow. This is poor from the keeper. Slow one, and he's just let it go.
With that boundary, 50 also comes up for Sri Lanka A. Did all the hard work, bowler. It's the wicket keeper who missed it completely. Unfortunate for the bowler. On the up, gone all the way for maximum, rubbing salt in the wound.
And it's not easy to just keep carrying on doing the goods. This time, Shahid Aziz with a pace on ball, bowling in the slot. And the batter, he goes after it and makes a good connection. Sri Lanka add 6 to their total.
That shot, that got to be put away, and he does put away in style. That's over square leg for a 6. Brings up the 220th 6 of the competition.
This is what exactly they need to do, the Sri Lanka A batters at the minute. Wait for a poor delivery, because the bowlers are going to bowl that. That was a long hop, taking advantage this time. The previous delivery was a silly shot to play.
Chaudhry Saad Masood, Maaz Sadakat, 2 amazing prospects of the Pakistan cricket.
It was low, it was along the ground, and Pramod Madushan has to walk after making 7. Sri Lanka A, 1 shy of 100. They've lost 8 wickets.
After 15, 108 for 5, plays 104 for 8. Full toss, finds the gap. Irfan Khan Niazi, for a second thought he's in the game, but he bisected the gap perfectly, Milan.
Ending in a full toss, and the batter taking advantage, making room and smashing it. 4 runs, much needed for Sri Lanka.
Oh, Irfan Khan Niazi, oh. Slower delivery, picks it up and dispatches it between long on and deep mid wicket. Anticipating a slower delivery, staying back at the crease, and a good shot by Milan Ratnayake to the gap.
He absolutely cracked that. Have a look at this. It was a pace on delivery. So got plenty of time. Ratnayake sitting on the back foot and smashing it between long on and mid wicket.
Flogs it. Is it in the gap? Between square leg and mid wicket, and goes for a boundary. That's a breaking shackle occasion for Sri Lanka A. Went outside the yaw stump, got the length, and easy timings. 28 needed now of 14 deliveries.
Wonderfully constructed this stroke, went outside the off stump, way outside, and from there he got it somehow going towards the square leg. And there was 4 written all over it. The time it struck the bat, the fielder was towards mid wicket.
Slow ball into the pitch, set up beautifully, and Milan Ratnayake dispatches it over mid wicket. That occasion, I thought Milan Ratnayake was anticipating a slow delivery, was batting deep in his crease and pumps it over mid wicket.
He certainly is reading the game to perfection. Wonderfully crafted once again, as if he knew that this one was going to be a slow one. So he got into that position way too early. Yeah, lots of time. And he got a great connection, a big hit, and pressure back on Pakistan bowlers now.
That replay would have showed all our viewers how deep Milan Ratnayake was in his crease. Thinking like a bowler. He means in the slot, long on in place, and drops it diving forward. Good attempt by Yasir Khan. But at this level, I'm afraid those got to be taken, and Milan Ratnayake gets another opportunity.
Ratnayake refused the run. So he's looking to go big. He has his intentions pretty clear. Yasir would have been a great catch though. Never easy running forward.
Exactly what he does, but it goes in the gap. Mas Sadakat gives the chase and he gives up. The ball was too quick. Not what Milan Ratnayake intended, but Sri Lanka A will not mind. End of the over. It's 139 for 8, 15 needed of 6 deliveries. We come down to the last 6 delivery. In the air, over third man and goes for a boundary. Milan Ratnayake probably anticipating a slow ball bouncer. And Irfan Khan Niazi, he's not a happy man. Got to give it to Milan Ratnayake for the braveness.
Why bowl slow? That's the question, and I'm sure the captain is asking Ubaid the same question. When Yorkers are doing the job for you, why change it? Once again, top stuff from the batter Ratnayake. Anticipation and wonderful execution of the stroke. Niazi isn't happy.
All the attention. Nicely bowled, nicely bowled. That's much better and given. Oh! Morshid Ali has given Milan Ratnayake out. Probably looking at it live, I thought, but maybe drifting down the leg side.
Huge wicket this. What a good comeback this is. A Yorker aiming at the stumps. And umpire acknowledges the appeal. He gives it out. And Ratnayake, after fighting for 40 runs of 32 deliveries, bringing Sri Lanka Victory in sight. He has to leave. 8 required of the 3 balls with the last man coming in.
Here comes the replay. Oh, that's unlucky. That is unlucky. Got to be said. Ubecha, he gets the final laugh. He dismisses Milan Ratnayaka for 40. It's very unfortunate to be given LBW. 146 for 9. Here comes Ubecha for the last ball. Full toss and young Garuka Sanket miss it. And Ubecha under pressure delivers a very good over.
Yeah, great moment this for the Pakistan side, coming out of a game which was very tough for them, obviously because of the runs that they put on. They were far less than from their expectation, but the bowlers living up to their reputation, once again coming in and restricting the Sri Lankan team. In the end, Pakistan Shaheens winning by 5 runs. Ubaid Shah showing some emotion, and I'm sure this is a huge learning curve for the youngster, and brought Sri Lanka very close towards the end, and losing his wicket just when Sri Lanka required 8 of the last 4 deliveries.
Brilliant 2 games. The first semi-final went down to the wire to a super over. Second semi-final had to be decided in the last ball as well in the second innings.
Partnerships up front, Crosspulle and Halambage, 29 of 11, where they got Sri Lanka off to the flyer. The second one, 16 with Madhushka and Halambage. Third one, 29 of 26, and then came the downfall. 1, 3, 1 and 11, where Sri Lanka started to lose the plot. And in the end, that 47-run partnership between Praveen and Ratnayake, bringing Sri Lanka ever so close in the end, getting all out on 148.
Sufyan Mukim and Saad Masood. 30 runs in between them, 6 wickets in their 8 overs was the game-changing moment. With Ubaid, Aziz, Daniel, Seamers, they bowled well in patches. By Irfan Khan. Summary of the second semi-final. Pakistan Shaheens have been put into bat, 153 for 9. Ghazi remained not out on 39, the wicket-keeper. Madhushan was the pick of the bowlers, 29, 4 wickets, 4 overs, as well as Trevin, 3 for 22. Sri Lanka in reply, 148. Pakistan Shaheens winning it by 5 runs. What a game. Right, it's coming up in 2 days' time. Bangladesh, who beat India in the first semi-finals, will take on the unbeaten Pakistan Shaheens, who just beaten Sri Lanka A in the second semi-final, which is coming up on Sunday, 5:30 local time.